Hi friends, welcome to Yogstalk English. Thank you for supporting my videos. In today's topic, I will just give you a bit of a breakdown on a student visa. If you are an aspirant student, you wanted to come to United States, is it worth coming in 2025? So we'll dive into the topic. Before that, any of you new to my channel, please subscribe and give me a like. If you like the video, share with your friends. At present in 2025, a lot of things are happening in United States. Since Trump taken over, everybody is thinking that deportations, visa cancellations, rejections, so many things happen. But actually, there are a lot of rejections even in 2023 and deportations in 2023. At the same time, a lot of rejections in 2024 and now in 2025. Another massive deportations is also going on. That is not just because of that Trump. That is just because of the criminal issues a lot of students have. They involved in drink and drive, and they involved in petty crime issues and parking tickets, and then switching lanes without an indicator like that, and involving in any domestic violence, like students are fighting with each other in the pubs or outside or in a rooms. There are so many criminal things involved. Those students are actually getting deported just because of this kind of issues that United States government does not like. What they are advising to every student: come here, do your studies, go to school regularly, complete your graduation, find a job, settle without any hassle. But a lot of students are misusing those nature by America, that they are working part-times outside in restaurants and petrol stations. They are getting caught and now they are being deported. So that's one side of the story. In 2025, is it worth to come to United States if you are an aspiring student wanted to do a master's in America or a bachelor's in America? Yes, I would suggest still America is a very better place and there are a lot of opportunities. It is literally a big state wherever you want to go. I mean, there are so many places, like, you can find a job in Texas, you can find a job in Dallas, you can find a job in California, you name it, they have it. There are so many places that is really good for you to explore your career and you find a job. But what you have to do, I mean, if you are planning to depend on part-time jobs to continue your studies, paying your fees, it's not worth to come to US in 2025. If you want to focus on education, you have enough finances in your pocket that you can pay for your schooling and you can pay for your expenses. You can happily come and then you can find a job. So now let's break it down. What happens after you completing your masters in, let's say you're starting your masters in 2025. You will be completing your masters in 2027. So down the line in 2 years time, what will happen? You have an option of optional practical training to find your job. But at the moment, situation in America is not that great for employment. A lot of companies are laying off. I mean, recently you have been hearing the news about Microsoft laying off 6,000 employees, Meta laid off, Facebook laid off, and so many people is laid off just because of the artificial intelligence. In 2 years down the line, artificial intelligence is going to go very advanced stage. There may be so many job layoffs you are going to hear in future. To succeed in 2027, where you are going to start your work, you have to be very highly skilled and prepare yourself that you do not involve in any kind of cases that they are going to deport you back to India. If they deport you back, you're going to have a lot of headache on your loan that you have to pay and then expenses that you managed. Some people are taking credits and bank loans and they're spending a lot of money and coming in expensive schools. They are paying, like, Harvard or MIT or so many other institutes that they are charging a lot of fees. So when you are paying that level of fees, you must focus on your education. Once you come out of the university, you will then definitely get a job if you are a very well qualified and very well experienced in proper artificial intelligence or any other courses that you are studying. Main important thing that you have to focus on, once you completed your masters, will you get a job or not? So I will tell you a couple of things that you have to make a note in your diary. One thing, a lot of people are getting laid off now, and by the time you start your career in 2027, there will be so many other people will be in a queue to find a job along with your CV. So those are including the United States citizens, green card holders, the people already laid off, and the people who are looking for a job on H1B. Year to year by year, a lot of H1B holders are coming to the United States for looking a job. So when you apply for a job, there is a heavy competition for a CV because you are an OPT, which is optional practical training, and you are looking for a job, and most of the companies are asking you, you need a sponsorship after this OPT period is completed. Once you say yes, then your CV more or less will be rejected. Even if you say I don't require a sponsorship, they will know that after 3 years, obviously, you will need a sponsorship because you have to apply for H1B. That is only the alternative route for you to settle down in United States. Most of the companies are rejecting in these spaces. But there is some sort of advantage for OPT students. Why? Because if the company hired you, they do not have to pay taxes to the government. But you're only lucky for 3 years if you are in a STEM field. You will get a 1 year OPT after your completion of a master's, and then 2 years of OPT if you are in a STEM field. So these 3 years you're lucky to save some money. You can clear all your loans, and after that you have to try your luck applying for a H1B and in your lottery. So if you selected in the lottery, obviously you can find a sponsor and find a job. So if not, what happens? Then you will have to pack your bags and go back to your country. Make sure you prepare yourself properly. These 5 years, the next 5 years is going to be very crucial for you to settle down in America. And then you gain as much as good experience in your school. Regularly attend the school. Don't make any mistakes. Don't involve in any kind of such crimes, petty crimes, fighting with the students, and do not even think about working part-time outside the university. If you find a part-time in university is fine, but getting a part-time job in the university is very hard. So that's one thing. Next, I mean, a lot of students might be thinking that if I have a place in Harvard, as soon as I come out of my master's, I may get a job easily because that's a proper university, top university, one of the best university. But you cannot really say that you are going to get a job. If you have completed your master's from the Harvard University, 10 out of 4 or 5 students are getting the job, and the other students are still looking for a job. Even till today, a lot of students come out of the top universities, New York universities, MBA, or masters in IT, masters in artificial intelligence, are still looking for a job. The biggest headache for them is because they are needing the sponsorship now or later. So that is the reason companies are ignoring them. And also, hiring you will have to prove to the government that they cannot find a particular person in local, means United States citizen, that they have to hire you. So this is a big headache for the companies to justify that they have to hire a OPT or they have to hire a H1B. Even H1B visa holders also having a hard time now finding a job. So in future, there may be a chance that a lot of employment may growth in India, because most of the companies in abroad are thinking to move their employment towards India because they do not want to face any headaches with the government in their local places. I'll give you an example. Like in case if anybody in America has been hired by a company, for example, a H1B visa holder, that they have to pay around 120,000 to 150,000, in some cases 200 to 150,000. So that is around 2.5 crores of Indian currency. Imagine if they send that job to in India, because AI is developed a lot now. You can work from anywhere. So if they send that job to India, they can only pay 50 lakhs max if that is a highly skilled. If they are a medium range skilled, they can pay 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs, so that they are saving literally 2 lakhs on top of that 20,000 and extra. If they are paying 250,000 in America, they might be paying 30 to 40,000 in India, and they're saving 2 lakhs dollars. So what will company think? And if they hire you, they'll have to justify to the government, as I said before, that they definitely need you, that they cannot find a local person for that particular skill. So does this companies are going to take this headache? So more or less, they might be thinking moving all those jobs towards the India. So now decide yourself if you still want to come to US and want to study in a top college or top schools. Yes, you can happily come, but do not even think about the universities that you are finding a route to come to United States just to work there part time and making money sending back home. That is definitely is not going to work, and you are going to be rejected in at the time of interview. If not, even if you get a visa at the port of entry, also you have to explain to them that why you are choosing this university is that course is exactly matching with your previous skills where you have completed your BTech or a degree. Even at the time of interview as well, that you have to justify that my BTech is from so and so, and that is the reason that I'm going to so and so university. So all this has to be done at the time of interview to satisfy the officer to give you a visa. So once you get a visa, you have to satisfy all this at the port of entry as well. So think about it. Make sure do not take any hard decisions. And first important thing, as I said again and again and again, for part-time jobs, please don't come. If you are thinking to make money on part-time jobs, don't come. If you are thinking to make money, send back home, clear your debts, don't come. Do not take this route just to settle your life. You are not going to be settled. In case if you will be deported, that's going to be a big headache for you and your family, that you're going to have a lot of big headache on your head, that you will be paying 50 lakhs 60 lakhs to the bank alone. That's a big burden for your parents and you. This is what I just wanted to share in this video. If you like this video, kindly like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.